Hi, my name is Chandy Napier, and today we're going to talk about how nature improves happiness levels. For the last 2 years, I was stuck inside due to a lot of health issues, barely experiencing the outside world and feeling pretty low. Then one day, during a thunderstorm, I saw a squirrel stray fall from our tree. Three tiny little babies were laying on the ground helpless until their mama quickly scooped them up and carried them away. I actually have a screenshot of the video that I took. It's pretty janky, but that is the moment that changed everything for me. What started as simple window watching turned into an obsession, one that not only helps me but also helps them. Nature has a powerful effect on mental health and happiness, and science backs this up. So today I want to talk about how nature improves our well-being, the research behind it, and small interactions that make a difference. Let's start with nature and our mental health. Science shows that nature is a natural stress reliever. By spending time outside, it lowers your stress, your anxiety, and it improves your mood. This is supported by research by Gregory Bratman, who did a study where people took a 50-minute walk in a nature setting versus an urban setting, and those in nature felt less anxious, ruminated less, and had more positive emotions. Bratman also did another study using fMRI brain scans to show how nature physically changes the brain activity. Those scans revealed that nature walks decrease the activity in the subgenual prefrontal cortex, which is a part of the brain linked to depression and anxiety, highlighting just how beneficial nature can be for our mental health. I can vouch for this because whenever I'm outside with my birds and my squirrels, my stress levels drop instantly, and I have no thoughts in here, which is pretty rare since I have raging ADHD. Nature doesn't just help with stress, but it also improves our focus, problem solving, and creativity. Studies show that spending time in nature boosts your memory, attention, and mental clarity, whereas urban neighborhoods are linked to information overload and attention deficits. There was an article in APA, which is the American Psychological Association, where Wire reports that the explanation for this is the attention restoration theory, which suggests that nature recharges our brain by reducing fatigue. This is further backed by research by Stryer, who used EEG brain scans to show that people who walked in nature had better focus and improved cognitive function. He also found that unplugging from technology allows our prefrontal cortex to recover, which leads to bursts of creativity and better problem solving. I personally don't think myself as creative until one day I came up with a quick bird feeder, and pretty janky, but it was made out of Tupperware and string, and I had to make it pretty quickly and try to put it somewhere the squirrels couldn't get. But now I'm always trying to look for stuff to repurpose. So even if you don't see yourself as creative, step outside, let your mind wander, and see what ideas pop up. Nature doesn't just improve our minds, but it also strengthens our body and builds community. There was a study done in Japan by Lee, who measured heart rate and blood pressure, and he measured those of the people walking in forests versus urban areas, and he found that the ones in nature were more relaxed, had lower heart rates, and experienced less anxiety. I was also surprised to learn that nature fosters connection until I came across an article from a guy named Delegran from the University of Minnesota, who quoted a study from the University of Illinois, and he found that neighborhoods with green spaces offer stronger sense of community and support, and as a byproduct, has lower crime rates and reduced violence. So now that we know the benefits, let's talk about how to incorporate nature into our lives. Best part, doesn't even have to be complicated. There's research done by Matthew White, who found that people who spent at least 2 hours a week in nature, either all at once or spread apart, found better overall wellness than those who didn't. However, if going outside is not an option, fret not, because nature sounds and videos help too. There was research by France, cited in that same APA article from Wire, who found that watching nature videos actually experienced less anxiety and felt more refreshed. You can also use what's around you: parks, blue spaces with water, or even your backyard. I started from my window before finally going outside, so small steps make a big difference. Sure, being in nature is great. Obviously, the science proves it. But what about actually actively engaging with nature? Instead of just walking by, try to take it all in. Observe the wildlife. Watch how the animals interact. I'm so sorry. And even listen to their calls. You can download the Merlin Bird ID app, which it's free, and it is an app that identifies bird calls and species in real time. I personally like to challenge myself to kind of make it more fun and interactive. So you can even challenge yourself like I did. You can use the outdoors as a creative outlet and try photography. You can take pictures of wildlife, plants, bugs, whatever makes you happy. I recently just got a camera and I actually have a picture of a pine warbler that I just took the other day. Whatever motivates you to get outside and actively engage might give you a whole new perspective you never expected. So obviously there's plenty of science proving that nature benefits our minds, our bodies, and sense of community. From controlled experiment studies to brain scans to even relating it back to my own personal experiences. While I may not have been part of any of those studies, I've accidentally reaped all of the benefits, all because a couple of squirrels fell out of my tree. So give nature a chance, step outside, and see if you notice the benefits yourself. Thank you.